Sorry, everyone. We had some internet difficulties, but we're back. Gators down 14-13 to Opelika. Nice job there by Glenwood. 17-15. Timeout is called. 17-17 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Eighteen 17, Glenwood doing a great job here in this first set. White make it 19-17. Nice. 19-18. Malia West Sanchez has that one go out of bounds. That one gets blocked into the cage. 24-20 Glenwood, a point away from taking the first set. And that one goes in the net as well. (24-23) timeout. We'll take 1-2.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back, everyone. 24-23 is the score. Glenwood takes the win in first set, 25-23. Good play there by Palmore, and Gators go up 1-0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Imagine Making your dreams a reality. Achieving your goals and aspirations. And having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back, everyone. Glenwood took the first set against Opelika. Try to close it out here. And it's 1-1 to start here in the second. We've had a couple games go all the way to set 3. And that one gets hit out. Two to two here. 4-3. Maddie Moody has it out. Gators up 5-4. And that one is out. Oh, nope, they say it's in. It's 6-4. Nice serve there by Claire Hargrove. Seven, 4 Gators. Actually, no, that was in, and that is going to be point Opelika. And nice job, Maddie Moody again. Taking over 8-5 now. And Moody again. Palmore comes in with a hit. Nice job by Haley Palmore. The Gators get another point, make it 10-5 as they're dancing their way to a 5-point lead.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris trying to get himself motivated for what has been a fantastic volleyball day so far. 11-5, Gators on top. Serving now for Glenwood, Carson Baker. Baker, nice serve. Palmore. Gators get another point. Blocked. Glenwood, 13-5. And that one gets over. She's excited that she got the ball over the net. Baker did. And that goes off of Emerson White, just reflection. Gators right now just taking over, 15-6.
If you don't mind, I'm going to do my best Richard Holders for you.
Let me hear it.
Oh, my, did you see that block there?
Wow!
That was great.
Unbelievable!
He is our one of a kind. We can't help it.
He is. Everything is unbelievable. And unbelievable. He'll make it in a 5-syllable that you'll never forget.
Oh, man.
15-7 here.
This is.
Yep, but Coach Kayla Strength said, well, it works for baseball, works for basketball. Why not try for volleyball? And we've talked about how good volleyball has been around this area.
Yeah, it's been
Chris,
amazing.
it's been elite.
And I'm just to let you know, I'm new to all this volleyball stuff. Even all the years I've filmed stuff, I had no idea how it is. But over the season, now that we've covered Glenwood, we've covered Pacelli, Brookstone, all these other schools around the area, and see the elite talent. And we got some of the best teams here today. You got Columbus, you got Calvary, Pacelli, Glenwood. All of them are playing against each other. Lee Scott. So it's been a great day.
That goes out. Gators up 17-8.
That's another point for Glenwood. They're up by 10. Here's set number 2. They already won the first game. They're trying to close this one out if they can. First serve. And that goes out. That's a point for Opelika. It's now 18-9. Appreciate all you watching here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page on our YouTube and Facebook. We made a lot of milestones so far this season, and that one goes out. And it's Opelika 10, Glenwood 18. Opelika is serving again. That doesn't get over the net, and Glenwood now leading 19-10.
I've been impressed with the Gators against 7A Opelika.
Yes, they have been. This is a very impressive squad indeed, and what they're doing.
They have been sensational.
They have been amazing.
Wow!
Dude, did you see that dive play?
Oh!
Chris, let's get a replay on that.
Richard loves getting the Greg Johnson laugh at. Richard heard Gus Johnson, and he has never been the same since. He's Matty Moody with a big-time slam. Gators go up 11. But the first time he heard Gus Johnson and that laugh,
that was
Richard
it right
said,
there.
I have found my calling.
Have you ever seen the movie Inside Out, Pixar's Inside Out?
Yes.
You know what they talk about the core memory? That's a core memory.
Core memory that
Yeah.
it is engraved in his brain, 22-10. And I think starting already, let me see. Yep, Harris County
Yeah, that's a good matchup
and
today.
Calvary.
Rick Beach on the call for that one. And that one, Opelika gets it back, down 11-22. And it goes out. Glenwood 2 points away from here winning this match. Pacelli's getting ready. They're warming up. They're up next.
Yeah, Pacelli's going to be taking on Lee Cott.
Had some excellent football matchups yesterday, folks. You can go back and watch the replay on our Facebook's and YouTube pages. Cliff and I were at Calvary Christian last night. They took on Brookstone. Opelika gets the ball back, down 23-12. That's going to be out. Glenwood a point away. Folks, if you're watching this, come on, make sure you're not doing anything else. Come on out, support the Gators today down here. They're going to be playing up until late this afternoon in this tournament. So that gets through. Gets over. Gators softly tap it over, and that'll do it. The Glenwood Gators.
That's a great win, Chris.
Absolutely. Gators take a 2-0 lead. They win this series.
Great.
We got another great matchup coming up next.
Yeah, great match win for the Gators. They take down Opelika. We'll take a break. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live at the Border Wars.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back here to the Border Wars on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. I'm Thrift Behringer, here live down at Glenwood.
Somebody get him off the mic.
As Pacelli takes a 1-0 lead here early on in this matchup against Lee Scott. That was a good spike right there. And the game is tied 1-1. I had to do my Thrift Behringer impression for a second. I'm sorry, folks. I like to yell into the microphone as well, too. We're having fun here at the Border Wars. As this is the first time the Glenwood Gators decide to hold their own. They've done Border War tournaments for basketball and baseball. Now they're doing it for volleyball. And Lee Scott takes a 2-1 lead here. Game up 2-2 here. Lee Scott's able to get that one over and retake the lead here, 4-3. Also going on right now, Harris County Softball playing the matchup. You can also watch that live on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Make sure you give that a watch as well, too. And that hits the ground. And it's Pacelli point. And Pacelli ties it up again, 4-4. Excellent slew of games last night. Had quite a few of them. Harris County North Side, Calvary and Brookstone, and Russell County and Valley. You can rewatch all those games right now on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Each one of them was fantastic. As Lee Scott able to get that one over and get the point, retake the lead here, 5-4. Good game so far between these two teams. It was a good one the last time as we covered Pacelli Lee Scott, as Lee Scott took them on in the land. Can they get it over? And Pacelli amazingly gets that over right there. And
Wow!
did you see that?
Unbelievable!
Can we get a replay on that? Can we do the like in golf where you can see where it hit the line? Can we do that? We don't have that? It's 5-5.
Trying to have fun here, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't get home till 2 o'clock calling football games last night, and had to be up at 7 this morning.
Another point for Pacelli.
Pacelli's up 6-5 in this one.
Thrift Behringer, myself, Richard Holdridge was here earlier. In spirit, he's still here. That one's out. Tied 6-6 here. Pacelli, state champions, trying to repeat again, and so far they're looking fantastic as they've been one of the best teams again this season. But Lee Scott is no slouches. That ball hits the net. Lee Scott takes a 7-6 lead. That's a good serve and a point for Lee Scott. 8-6. And that is Point for Pacelli. Is that right? Shannon Menifee got that one in. 8-7 as Pacelli serves. And that stays in. And another point for Pacelli as they tie this game in. 8 apiece. That's out. Actually, they looked it over and point to Lee Scott. So Lee Scott, as we're going back and forth between these two, the evenly matched game here for set one. Not able to get, and the Menifee was not able to get over the net. Lee Scott takes a 10-8 lead. Some breaking in action today, folks. This will be the last game that we'll be doing today, but if you want to watch some more, please come on down here. As that ball gets down low, the Warriors not able to bounce it back up. Pacelli now only down by 1, but make sure you come out to Glenwood here. They're playing the volleyball in the lower school gyms, and make sure you can come out and watch the later tournaments as they're round robin.
Yeah, they'll have the brackets coming out after lunch, and 7 teams here between Brookstone, Calvary, Brookstone not here, but Pacelli, Calvary,
Pacelli,
Columbus High, Northside Methodist, Lee Scott, Opelika, Glenwood, all a part of this.
7 teams playing, so make sure, folks, you come down and you see that later this afternoon. Glenwood will also be providing lunch as well here as well, too. They'll have some barbecue. They'll have some ices. They have a great concession stand, so spend the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Come down here, support the Gators and what they're doing, especially for their first round-robin tournament here in volleyball. Scores 11-10 now. Lee Scott with Pacelli serving. A good serve and a block. And not able to get to the net. And Pacelli, again, between these two teams, tied up 11 apiece. That's going to Lee Scott. That's that spike coming in between the net. Pacelli was not able to do anything after that. Menifee just, again, this team game is still tied, 12 apiece. And the ball gets over the net, barely, but just enough for Lee Scott. Retake the lead, 13-12. Huge spike. Lee Scott going back and forth with the Vikings. These two teams will show you why they are the best at what they do in volleyball. Warriors with the serve. Manafee, despite her spikes it, was blocked by Lee Scott, but still not enough. She had enough power to get over the net. And we're back to a 14-apiece tie. Set one between these two teams. Excellent ball movement. And out just by an inch of a hair, but perfect enough for Lee Scott. 15-14. Lee Scott again. 16-14. Pacelli point there, only down by one, 16-15. And a good block by Pacelli. And surprise, surprise, we're tied again, 16 apiece. That one doesn't get over the net. Lee Scott, 17-16. Great serve, not able to keep that one in play. And Lee Scott up in by two. Great defense by Pacelli. As they get the ball back, they go for the serve. That's out. And Lee Scott up by two again, 19-17. That's going to be out. Had to discuss it over first, but it was indeed out. And Lee Scott up by three on Pacelli here in the first set. A good block by Lee Scott. And they have their largest lead so far this first set, leading 21-17. They're 4 points away from taking this first one. This is the last game of the morning, or actually early afternoon. They're going to take a lunch break. They'll be back later for bracket play. Another great block by Lee Scott.
I mean, we could have an upset of all upsets happening right now at Glenwood Board Awards. I'm out. Lee Scott.
We'll be right back right after here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Back here, folks. Want to give a special shout out to Zaxby's and thank them for being one of our big sponsors here in Georgia Alabama Sports Live. As Lee Scott gets that one through. Up by 5, 23-17. Yeah, it's enough. And Lee Scott takes game 1 here over Pacelli. As the classic movie is called The Warriors, they came out to play indeed. Watching the Board Awards Volleyball Tournament here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back here to the broadcast. The Warriors take the first set over the Vikings in a big upset so far. I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors, Coca-Cola. There's nothing better than drinking a nice Coca-Cola. I know we're not in the summer days anymore, but you know, Coke tastes good during autumn. And I enjoy Coke. I'm not even going to lie to you. I drink a Coke every day. So we want to thank them for their delicious products and being a huge sponsor. Glenn Smith Chevrolet. If you need a brand new or used car at the excellent prices, go on down to Glenn Smith. I want to thank Jerry Potter and the rest of the staff down there. They've always been fantastic to us. We really appreciate them and what they do for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Kinetic Credit Union. They open up me a new checking account. Thrift pays me pretty well to be out here. I always appreciate what he does for us. He's a good man. He's looking at me right now, but he's a good man. Thank them as well as too. And Houston Clinic for what they do here in the community, especially for these athletes. They have that Saturday. Houston Clinic has Saturday clinic open up for the athletes.
All the way through football season. Free clinic. Come and see it. Make sure that if you have it getting in, they're giving this back to the community. It's awesome what Houston Clinic does.
Yes, sir, they do. Point here. Lady Vikings now up to serve.
Good job there by Pacelli. Up 4-0.
Yes, sir. And Ado with the serve. And that's Lee Scott stops her early on bleeding with a strike right there. And they get ready to serve it. Down 4-1 here in set 2. And Pacelli goes back. 5-3 lead. Excellent by both Lee Scott and Pacelli. And it goes to Pacelli. As she said that she touched the net. And the Vikings take a 6-4 lead. It was excellent back and forth. As Menifee was able to get that up after Lee Scott had an excellent spike to start it off. Gets through. And it is out. Pacelli takes a 7-4 lead. Scott, resilient, doing their best. Down 7-5 here, so they get ready to go back. Another serve. The six. That is out. And Pacelli takes the 3-point lead again. And a great block. The Warriors only down by 1, 9-8. Not able to get it back. Warriors tied this game up. It's 9 apiece. And just like game 1, these two teams, they're going back and forth. And I love it. And the point is awarded to Pacelli. So they go back up by 1. I have to admit, I am very, very impressed with this Warriors team. They're doing an excellent job so far. That's Pacelli's able to get it through after a lengthy battle there. It's 11-9. Great blocks, defenses, and hits and coordinations by both of these teams. That is definitely out. And Lee Scott back to serve, only down by 1. Lee Scott battling hard at the net. Pacelli staying alive. Scott here. And it gets through. And Lee Scott, again, only down by 1. It's 12-11. That goes through. 12 apiece.
Lee Scott's.
You know what wow is spelled backwards through? Wow. I think Mike Peacock for that joke. And Lee Scott with their first lead. So, well, not their first, but it's been a minute since they've had a lead. 13-12. Warriors trying to go for the upset. Ball did actually hit the ground. They touched it before she was able to hit it. So Warriors 14-12. That is out. Point to Pacelli. 14-13. Nice block there. Pacelli ties it up, 14 apiece again. Tie game here as that hit the net. Point it's Pacelli. (16-15), Pacelli lead, Pacelli serve. And the Warriors not able to save that one. And Pacelli goes back up on two. Pacelli trying to keep themselves in it. They're already down a set. And Lee Scott, as that does get over to down the other side. And Pacelli is able to finish it off. And they go up by 3. And a timeout is going to be taken here. Warriors got some stuff to discuss about as these two teams are going back and forth here in the Border Wars in Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back right after this.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
When they led 4-0, now have a 4-point lead again. That doesn't get over, and Lee Scott only down by 3 again, 19-16. Folks, make sure 21-16 over Lee Scott. 21-16 over Lee Scott. And again, another one. And Pacelli trying to finish this off, 22-16. Tie this up. Trying to finish this off, 22-16. Tie this up. And again, 3 in a row here. The Vikings 2 points away. Taking set 2. Got it over just in time. Another great save. That's out, and Lee Scott needed that. As Pacelli was still only 2 points away, but Lee Scott needed that 17-23, and they get the ball, and they're going to get ready to serve it. Warriors already took the first game. Pacelli's trying to take this game. That's going to go out. And Pacelli just a point away.
That's what you do when you're a champion, Chris. You respond.
Absolutely.
And what a response here in this second set by the Vikings. Here's Menifee. Oh, what a serve. Resnick. Oh, what a play. And Pacelli ties it at 1.
You're absolutely right, Thrift. We're getting ready to go to a winner-takes-all set 3 here on the Board Awards of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I want to thank our sponsors again, our presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola, Glenn Smith, Houston Clinic, and Connecticut Credit Union. We'll be right back right after this.
It's the Zaxby's Border Wars here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
We're back here. Tied up in 1 apiece. Pacelli came back and took game 2. As the Warriors and the Vikings are in an excellent matchup right now. Folks, make sure you please come on down and support the Gators today as they're hosting this wonderful tournament. After the lunch break, they're going to have some bracket tournament kind of support that. They'll have a good stuff as this game starts off. And Pacelli skips on the board first. They play the 15 here. Pacelli already has 1-0. Doe serving. And a great spike there by the Warriors. And again, they're tying this thing up. 2 teams are just playing excellent volleyball. Perfect game to finish off this great tournament we've done here this morning. Richard Holdridge, Swift Behringer, myself. Point Pacelli. Excellent, valiant effort by Lee Scott, though. Lee Scott impressively gets that over the net, but Menifee gets the point for Pacelli, 4-2. That's why I wasn't throwing over it. 4-4 here. Warriors, excellent block there, but Pacelli still alive. And the Warriors, can they get it over? And they do. Back and forth. And not able to get it over. The Warriors, 5-4 here.
Wow.
I'm telling
Lee
you.
Scott battling back.
Thrift, this reminds me of the great volleyball match from 1997. Sorry. 5-4 Warriors lead. They get that one over. Pacelli back with it. Lee Scott gently taps it over. Pacelli saves it. Menifee, she gets it over on the other side. Warriors set themselves up. Spike, but still saved by Pacelli. There, Warriors got over the line, and it's enough. And the Warriors take a 6-4 lead here. It hit the net, but it got over, and Pacelli was not able to save that. And the Warriors up by 3.
Could we have a massive upset brewing here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live? And I do.
Wow.
And a do. And the Pacelli Vikings are down 8-4 and a timeout called by Coach Trotter. Vikings need to respond. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Warriors here coming out of timeout. They are up 8-4 here in set 3. It's been a great matchup so far between these two teams. The Warriors definitely going at it with the defending champions, Pacelli, and they're giving them all they are. Very impressed by both teams, but especially Scott. They have just been really, really excellent on both sides of the ball here. Menifee gets that in against Pacelli. Stops a little bleeding they had there. 8-5, down by 3.
Doe. Lee Scott has that one blocked by the net.
Warriors still up 8-6. Pacelli serving.
Oh, nice. Menifee's got to get it over.
And they're not able to.
Wow. 9-6.
Cliff, I don't think you could ask for a better game to finish off the
Nope, our
tournament
coverage.
today.
And if you want to be able to see the bracket play, you can come up here and watch the championship. Here to cover it, showcase all the teams, and you can watch the championship later on. Resnick, Doe, got to get it over.
Nice.
And Lee Scott is within 5 of pulling off what would be pretty big upset in the volleyball world. Local volleyball expert Reese Lennox says this could be like Auburn beating Alabama, which never happens. Lee Scott, 11-6.
You know, Reese's dad was well-known himself. He was a great golfer.
Great golfer.
By the name of Happy Gilmore. Great man.
And it's 12-6. Lee Scott on top.
Just 3 away, Thrift.
And by the way, Pacelli does play again. They play Columbus after this, so they got to regroup. And then remember, you'll have bracket play later this afternoon. We will not have that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
(12-7) here. That one was out for Lee Scott. Pacelli back up to serve.
Almost a blot there by Sayambola. Resnick.
Point to Pacelli.
Yep, and Pacelli needed it, 12-8. See if they can rattle off some points here via serve. Right now serving is number 18. Ellie Jean Hag. Menifee try to just literally obliterate the ball.
She's been doing that all this match.
Sayambola has it blocked back. What a play. Not used to seeing that. It's one of those days right now. Pacelli took 2 from Northside Methodist, and it was pretty easy. They have a chance to maybe lose this. And they already beat Lee Scott earlier this year at home. Blocked by Sayambola.
Nice. You know, Thrift almost saw the call for that game with Lee Scott Pacelli. Actually, I was there for that. That was an excellent matchup, too. And Lee Scott played them hard in that game as well.
Resnick gets Pacelli within 3. Menifee on the serve. Fans on their feet. Lee Scott wants the upset. Resnick makes it a 2-point game. Timeout, Lee Scott. Pacelli and the Warriors in a battle on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
It's do or die for Pacelli. Lee Scott Warriors trying to finish this off right here, right now with this serve. And they do.
And they pull off the upset. They storm the court, and it happens. Pacelli loses to Lee Scott. 2 out of 3. And that's our coverage here at the Border Wars.
Do you believe in miracles?
It happened here. We saw Pacelli, they get 1-1. Calvary 2-0. Glenwood 1-1. And we appreciate everyone allowing us to be here. We had some fun. We'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.